Welcome, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for the second mini-episode for Kirby's Dreamcast radio play for light novel number 1, Kirby and the Dangerous Gourmet Mansion. In case this is the first thing you're hearing, this is a fully voiced run of the first light novel. This is the second chapter, so go back to chapter 1 if you haven't heard chapter 1 yet. But if you have heard chapter 1, you're here for chapter 2, and you haven't tried out for voice acting for this play, give it a shot still. Like, we have everyone up to Brown O'Bert and Burning Leo for chapter 3, so Midnight is still up in the air. If anyone thinks I have a good Midnight voice, go for it. Same thing for Miss Parfait-like. We're still looking for those two major characters, and a couple others like Sir Kibble, Mike, Wheelie, and I think that's it, and then there's extras. There's a lot of extras as well, so if you haven't tried out yet, consider giving it a shot. There's still time. But here we go. We're going to start chapter 2 right here. Hope you enjoy it. Chapter 2. For the Party. The next morning, Waddle Dee left his room with his heart racing. Last night, he thought a lot about a recipe for applying to be one of Miss Parfait-like's personal chefs. Sweet custard pudding that melts in your mouth, or a moist, soft chocolate-flavored castella.
It's just my imagination, but I can't help but get raptured in it. I'll decide which recipe to make after discussing with Kirby.
However, before that, he must make sure to first pay a visit to his king.
Good morning, Your Highness. Is there anything you need from me this morning?
When Waddle Dee greeted him, the king pretended as if he wasn't there and looked out of the windows.
Your Highness?
That Kirby's up to something again.
Having set up large binoculars, the king is looking outside the window. Waddle Dee called on him with an ominous feeling.
What happened, sire?
Take a look. That guy started doing something suspicious again.
Speaking in a provoked manner, the king handed the binoculars over to Waddle Dee. Holding it to his eyes, he gazed outside the window and found Kirby cheerfully jumping about in the center of the field. Placed in front of him was an enormous bowl shining in silver color. Clinging onto an extremely large whisk, Kirby seems to be stirring the contents of the bowl. No matter how you look at it, the contents of that bowl are ingredients for sweets. Kirby seems to have set about on making an original recipe for the application immediately.
There's no mistaking it. That guy's up to something bad.
No, wait, don't tell me that he's...
Waddle Dee, go see what Kirby's doing.
What?
That jerk must be planning to rebel against me. The contents of the bowl are probably gunpowder in order to blow up this castle.
No way, I don't think so.
Go, Waddle Dee! Exposing what he's up to will preserve the peace of Castle Dedede.
Waddle Dee was kicked right out of the castle by King Dedede.
Should have seen it coming. His Majesty is very cautious of Kirby.
Right now, even at this moment, it's obvious that King Dedede is watching over the situation with binoculars. For that reason, he cannot behave overly friendly. Waddle Dee whispered while pretending to pester Kirby.
His Highness will at every opportunity hold a grudge against you. It'll get really ugly if it happens to find out that I'm close with you. You're right. Because of that, I'm sorry, Kirby. I'll be unable to cooperate you with your cooking.
That's okay, since I'm gonna make it all on my own.
Kirby isn't concerned about Waddle Dee's worries. Clinging onto an enormous whisk, he stirs the contents of the bowl. Looking into the bowl, Waddle Dee became terribly anxious.
What are you making?
It's a super lavish, sweet, special heaped up Kirby's cake.
That's a cake?
To call it a cake, however, it would usually be done with flour and butter, and a sweet aroma should be in the air.
Why are the cake ingredients so dusky and foamy like this?
Waddle Dee asked nervously.
What are the ingredients?
First is the flour, and then the butter, eggs, milk, and then sugar.
That's not all, is it? What did you put in addition?
It was orange juice, apple juice, and maple syrup.
Yeah, and after that?
And then miso and soy sauce. Afterwards, cola, chili pepper, oolong tea, sesame oil, and grated garlic.
In the cake?
Yep. Then I put natto, mayonnaise, ponzu, chili oil, and...
Enough.
To sum it up, it seems he ended up putting anything he could think of. Waddle Dee wanted to cry.
Why the heck did you stop at the maple syrup? Why on earth would you put stuff like chili oil, grated garlic, or natto?
Huh? You don't like chili oil, Waddle Dee? Don't you dip gyoza with chili oils?
It does taste good if you dip gyoza on it, but this is a cake, not gyoza.
So you also hate garlic? Even natto? I can't believe it!
I don't hate it, but...
What a relief. You aren't picky, just like me.
Yeah, but this is...
I'll let you try some when it's done, Waddle Dee. Look forward to it.
While Kirby is full of confidence, Waddle Dee left the place while staggering. Kirby's even more of a glutton than King Dedede. He really loves delicious stuff and is especially fond of sweets such as parfait, cake, or dango. Until now, there's no doubt he has tasted all sorts of tasty desserts. And yet...
Why is it that he hasn't realized putting stuff like natto or garlic in a cake doesn't make it delicious? You could say there's a difference between what he eats and what he makes himself.
Kirby seems to be unable to work out how it'll end up when he combines these flavors together. In any case, he believes that blending in all sorts of ingredients that he himself likes will turn out delicious.
At this rate, it's utterly hopeless. There's no way we'll be selected as one of Miss Parfait-like chefs.
Trudging back to Castle Dedede, what awaited Waddle Dee was King Dedede's voice more furious than yesterday.
Oh, late! So late! What the heck is that parfait-like doing?
As King Dedede leaped and stomped his feet in anger, Castle Dedede shook lightly.
The invitation still hasn't arrived, hasn't it?
While he firmly believed that the invitation wouldn't arrive, Waddle Dee spoke before King Dedede in a concerned manner.
It certainly is strange, Your Majesty.
Darn it all! And I've made appointments at the beauty and hair salon! Curses! Surely this is the mailman's scheme. The mailman got in cahoots with Kirby, and is without a doubt trying to lure me into a trap! Oh, shoot! Like I'll forgive them!
King Dedede was so enraged that he was overcome with paranoia.
Waddle Dee, go and seize the mailman! Make him confess where he hid the invitation addressed to me!
Waddle Dee was at a complete loss. There was no way he could seize the innocent mailman. Waddle Dee at once uttered what came to his mind.
Well, Your Highness, I have a great idea.
What? Tell me!
How about becoming one of Miss Parfait-like chefs?
What?
To tell you the truth, I punished Kirby and made him confess.
While inwardly apologizing to Kirby, Waddle Dee gave an explanation mixed in with a slight lie.
That jerk Kirby seems to be scheming on becoming one of Miss Parfait-like's personal chefs in order to sneak into the party. Since if that happens, he'll be able to taste as many dishes as he likes at the party.
Taste as many dishes as he likes?
King Dedede was mesmerized with drool, but quickly wiped his mouth.
What Kirby is making in the field is an original cake recipe. He's planning for Miss Parfait-like to like it and then become her chef.
Finally, he'll be able to taste as many foods as he wants! Darn, what a crafty fella! I'm so jealous. Why, to make such a clever plan!
How about His Majesty also think of an original recipe and sell it off to Miss Parfait-like? If so, you can boldly enter the mansion's kitchen without something like an invitation. You'll taste as many foods as you want as well.
You idiot!
His face bright red, King Dedede raised his fist in the air. In a hurry, Waddle Dee took cover alongside the walls.
I'm the great King Dedede, ruler of Dreamland! I'm not gonna cook for someone else!
Yes, sir! Forgive me, sire!
Waddle Dee, you do the cooking.
Huh?
You become one of the chefs. Then call me into the mansion's kitchen. I'll be the one to taste the mountain loads of food. Oh, it's perfect. What a genius idea.
So, to put it simply, he seemingly intends to come in stealthily from the back door and eat the cooking for free. For a great king, the idea was a bit simple-minded. Waddle Dee couldn't help but be troubled. Working with Kirby, just thinking of what to cook would be enjoyable, but being ordered by King Dedede is a different story. Still, if he doesn't become the chef, King Dedede is sure to vent his anger on him.
Can't really cook. Wouldn't it be better to leave stuff like that to the pros?
Pro?
A professional in cooking. For example, someone like Chef Kawasaki.
Chef Kawasaki is a cook who boasts the best talent in Dreamland. Whatever ingredient it may be, he makes it into delicious cooking and is without a doubt a pro of pros. King Dedede nodded.
I see.
Then King Dedede clapped his hands.
It's all clear now, Waddle Dee. Alrighty, go call Chef Kawasaki.
Yes, sir!
Waddle Dee rushed out of the castle with a sigh of relief. His destination is Chef Kawasaki's restaurant. However, the store was closed, and the door had a label on it saying, "I'll be resting for some time."
Huh? What could it be? Maybe the chef is ill?
Waddle Dee wonders what's going on with Chef Kawasaki for a time as he stares at the door. Waddle Dee was puzzled in front of the store when he heard the sound of wings flapping. It was one of the inhabitants of Dreamland. Pronto, Bert! Flying around on Waddle Dee's head, Ronto Burt greeted him.
Yo, Waddle Dee. Came for some grub? Sorry, but Chef Kawasaki ain't here.
What happened? Is he sick?
Nah, that's not it. You know that someone called Mrs. Parfait-like moved to the southern edge?
Yeah, of course.
Chef Kawasaki was sent for by that person and left. You see, he's gonna become the mansion's exclusive chef.
This couldn't be. He came too late. If you think about it, Chef Kawasaki is Dreamland's best cook, so it's natural that a gourmet like Miss Parfait-like would lay her eyes on him first.
The restaurants remained closed for the last few days.
So that's what happened.
That Parfait-like must have taken quite a liking to him. At this rate, it's possible he might quit the store altogether.
That's such a shame.
It really is. It's sad, since I was also a big fan of Kawasaki's cooking.
Flapping his wings, Ronto Burt flew away. So that's the end of Chapter 2 for the mini-episodes. Hope you enjoyed that a lot, and see you at Chapter 3 when that one comes out.